Good morning, guys. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So today is the final demo. From tomorrow, this meeting ID changes. You need to make the payments today. The payment links and everything will be given by my team, and you will be able to get the discounts. And if you don't get the payment links by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you can call these numbers, or you can also mail me saying that I did not get any payment link from your company. So you can also call these numbers, telling that you have joined June batch. I wanted to make the payment. You can make the payments in installments and try to continue in this batch. From tomorrow, this meeting ID will change. Time is the same timing we can have in this month, and the next month onwards we're going to be starting the same batch at morning 7 o'clock, right? So this month only we'll have this batch timings at morning 8 o'clock IST, Indian Standard Timing. So next month to till end, the same batch will be going at morning 7 o'clock. Remember that. And we don't have any weekend batches. We don't have any classroom classes. If you don't have the time, at least you can take the daily videos and practice and connect with me one-to-one. That is what I told you already. And let us continue further. Right. So yesterday I was talking about what is data analytics, what is business intelligence, and what is data science, AI and ML. So today we'll talk about all of them, and we also talk about data engineering part today. Clear? So as we discussed yesterday, today's data is is stored a small amount of data. It can be there in the Excel sheets. If you have a GBs of data, small amount data here, when you have a medium data, that is, you will be able to store in SQL. Medium means I'm talking about GBs of data. If it is a large amount of data that IT companies are going to be using data warehousing, it is extra large data, Excel or a double Excel, right, or a triple Excel, any kind of a data. When you have it, you will be able to store them in the Hadoop. So data storing purpose, IT industry does not have anything. So how do you store the data? So these are the ways you have. That's it. So either you can store the data Excel file, or you may have text files, means notepads. So SQL data warehousing. So all these things are there. So with this data, you can either perform AI or you can perform BI. What is AI? Artificial intelligence or machine learning, or it is called as a data science. Business intelligence is called as a data analytics. Okay, so understanding the past data is called as a data analytics. Understanding the past is called data analytics. Predictions of the future is called as a AIRML. What is the common point? The common point is you need to have the data, right? So to supply the data, somebody has to be there, right? Somebody has to get the data, somebody has to clean the data, somebody has to store the data, right? So those people are called as a data engineering team, right? Without data, you cannot work with the AI or BI, business intelligence, that is data analytics, or AI cannot work. You have to, have the data. So without a chicken, can you prepare a chicken biryani? Without vegetables, can you prepare a vegetable biryani? But somebody has to get the vegetables, and they need to clean the vegetables, cut the vegetables, marinate them, soak them, fry them, dry them. So a lot of circus you have to do, right? Who's going to be doing all of them? Somebody will be there, right, in your family. So father goes and get the vegetables, mother is going to be cleaning the vegetables, your sister is helping the mother and cutting, chopping the vegetables, right? After that, your mother, father put together cooking, because you need to make the biryani for 100 people. Only mother cannot do that. So entire team of people are working and getting the raw material, frying them, drying them, everything. So once raw material is ready, then preparing a vegetable biryani, chicken biryani will take hardly 1 hour, right? But what is the time take to get the vegetables? One day before, father has to go to the shop because he has to buy all spices. or 1 week before he has to go, because I need to prepare a good chicken biryani. I need to go to good spices, good, raw material I need to buy. At least 1 day or 1 week before, father and mother will go and search, get them, clean them, spice them, clean. So all the circus will take a lot of time. So if you wanted to prepare a biryani for 100 people, you need at least 1 week of time to get the raw material. So what is the raw material for the AI and BA? Data. So data, do you think that people will give you cleaned data? Do you think that somebody is giving you data, then you're thinking that that is a clean data and try to use it? But can you guarantee that is a clean data? It may not be guaranteed. Amazon may give you data, but if you have duplicates data in it, if you have spelling mistakes in that data, who's going to be cleaning the data? Who's going to be deleting the duplicates? Who's going to be writing the correct spellings? Who's going to be filling the blank values? Because data may not be cleaned, right? Somebody has to clean the data. Who's that team? The team is called a data engineering team. Clear? So data engineering team is going to be giving you big data. So maybe it give you SQL data, may they give you Excel data, they may give you Hadoop data when it is a large amount of data. Data engineering team is also going to be there. They will be collecting the raw data from the company. They will be cleaning the data and storing the data. All this data is a cleaned data, right? So you have vegetables and ready to eat vegetables. You have a chicken, raw chicken, ready to eat chicken. So there is a difference, right? So like that. So data, ready to use data. So ready to use data is this data. So I can use this data and I can perform A and BA. So simply, study of data is known as a analytics, or it is also called as AI and ML. So normally data science means, what is study of data, right? So here also you study of the data. Here also using the data, you're going to be doing the predictions. What is the meaning? It is studying of the data. So data science or data analytics simply called as a study of data. So that is booming today because so much of data available. Even though data science AI is created in 1959, not today. It is not today's creation. AI and ML is in 1959. It is started, but why today it is becoming popular? Because AI needs a lot of data. Earlier, they don't have the data. So large size data, you don't have it. That is the reason AI was not, booming. 1950s, 1960s, already machine learning algorithms been released into the market. 1950s itself, 1960s itself, you got a good shape. But why AI was not at all popular? Because it needs a huge volume of data that is not there in the world. Clear? After 2000, so slowly data, social media data, business data, so all the data started coming in, and it is coming in large volumes. Clear? So that is the reason AI was there. It does not have the data at that time. Now people are started using AI today because they have a large amount of data. If you don't have large amount of data, your AI models will not work. Your artificial intelligence, we're talking about AI is going to replace everything. AI also needs data. That is, that is, if the data is there, AI is going to work. Clear? Your Chat GPT application is getting the data from your Hadoop only. Remember that point. So we will be talking about a lot of things later. Now today, let us continue further, right? So if you're working with the data, remember, if you're working with the data, another 20, 30 years, you will have full of opportunities in the IT industry. Forget about Power BI. No. You should not worry about tools. Many people are worried about the tools. Tool today will be there, tomorrow it is not going to be there. But what will be there? Data will be there forever. So the today, earlier 10 years back, I was working with only SQL. But afterwards, I was started working with MSBA. Today, I'm started working with the Power BI. Tools will change, but what will not change? Data will not change. When you have a SQL knowledge, so you can you can learn any tool. Just join 1 month course, you will be able to get a beautiful new learnings can be there. With that new learnings, you can get a beautiful opportunities in this world. Clear? So that is very, very important. Always work with the data. So remember, data means Bhaskar Jogi. Data means go online trainings. You need to remember this point as well. So we will give you from very, very basic level to advanced level of data. So this is very, very important. What you cannot measure, that you cannot improve. So if you have some 10 years of experience, you are carrying saying that I'm a sales guy, I'm a sales guy, I'm a non-IT guy. You're only carrying that kind of a things, and you know that you're not able to improve. So what you're able to measure now, you're able to measure that you have useless experience. So you need to remove it and relearn. So that is what is called you know uh, relearning. Upskilling is important today. Many people are complaining, sir, I'm having 10 years of experience in this field. I'm telling you, forget about it. Forget about it. Upskill is important. Reskilling is important, right? If your brain is completely filled with the useless experience, and you cannot keep anything because everything is full already. If you have a cup of coffee and the cup is full of the coffee, so when you put some more coffee in that, can you can you put the coffee? No, you need to first empty the coffee mug, then only put some more new coffee, so that you can get the new aroma, new skills you can learn. So many people always say, I'm having 10 years of experience. Who asks you to do that? You stop it. That is not relevant at all. You remove that from your brain. Learn new skills, learn up skills. Now, skills are not very complex. Remember that point. Many people then, I'm a non-IT. Who told you you're a non-IT guy? You're only telling you're a non-IT. If you learn Power BI or learn some tools for 3 months, you can also become an IT guy. Who told you you're a non-IT guy? You're not learning anything. You're a non-IT. When you learn one course for 3 months, you're also IT guy. People are there to teach from very, very basic level. So what is that it is stopping? Your decisions. You cannot tomorrow blame, my father did not give me money to join. My brother did not told me. I did not get proper guidance. No, you should not tell me those kind of things to anybody. We are there to give you proper guidance. We are there to give you from basic to advanced knowledge, right? So you cannot blame all these things. And we have experienced faculties and who are teaching by sitting at home, you will be able to learn a lot of things. Now you cannot blame anything saying that I'm my now age is 40. I'm a BA graduate. I'm a BCom graduate, right? I'm having 10 years of a gap. I'm a housewife. All these things are stories, right? So by sitting at home, by putting some 2 to 3 years of 2 hours, 3 years of effort, you should be able to also get into IT. And there's a lot of housewives got. One guy from BR Ambedkar Open University from BA, he got 2 offer letters. His name is Srinivas. So BA guys do not get job. I told him, no problem with your qualification. You learn this course. He got 2 jobs in Ahmedabad. He is working in Ahmedabad company, 12 lakh salary package per annum, and almost 2 years got over. So BA, that also evening college, not regular college, and 2015, that guy done his BA. And after 10th class, he does not have intermediate qualification. Now tell me, who stopped him to got the job? Did I stop it? Yeah. If you go to the wrong people, people will stop you. So don't ever think, okay, saying that you don't have any skills. Sure. Okay. So guys, if you're a new guy today, if you joined, so please fill the form. Today is the last day. And if you don't fill the form, you're not eligible to get the discounted fee. I'm telling you tomorrow. Now you cannot argue with anybody. Sir, others are getting, discounts. I did not get any discount. If you don't fill the form, you cannot get discount. So email address, full name with location and mobile number, click on subscribe. That's it, nothing else. And let me tell you what is that it is important today to discuss. So as I discussed, you need to understand data engineering. Only problem with us today, we have data. We have lot of data. The companies are going to be giving it to you. Yes, so yesterday I spoken about so if you have small amount of data, where do you store? And when you have GBs of data, where you can store? So any people missed first to do demos means you have to write a mail to me and try to ask me or try to call these numbers and get the previous demos. And you can also directly mail me. And anybody wanted to talk to me directly, I'm giving my number. My number is the last one is 52. That's it. 9919919452 is my direct number, office number. Anytime if you wanted to have one-to-one career guidance, not only for you, for your brothers, sisters, anybody who wanted to come towards IT industry, you will be able to call me and ask me, talk to me, and don't jump into useless technologies and useless institutions. You will lose money, you lose time, you lose confidence, you lose everything. And don't believe if somebody says, I can give you a job within a month. If you're believing them, so you will be completely, you will get, you will be cheated. So, or they will cheat you. You will get cheated. You will not be cheated. So you will get cheated by them. So that is what I wanted to tell you. Chalo. So, chalo guys. So now today let us talk about one more case study, one more use case I'm going to be giving you. What is the use case or what is the case study I'm trying to give you? We have Amazon company. Amazon company wanted to analyze their data, or Amazon company wanted to predict their data. Amazon company wanted to perform lot of data analytics, lot of machine learning models. They wanted to use their data. Now, first question I'll go and I'll say, hey, Amazon company, my name is Bhaskar Jogi. I'm having 20 years of experience. I wanted to take your data and I will be able to analyze it. So when you say like that, Amazon company say, oh, no problem. We'll pay. You try to analyze my data, right? So let us think that I wanted to analyze the data. Now, what is the issues with the data? It has data issues or the data challenges I'm talking about. The first issue, data is not there in the single location of Amazon company. Why? They are doing business in the US. They're also doing the business in India, UK, or Japan. So all over the world, they have the business. All the data is not there in the single in a place. All the data is scattered or completely diversified or decentralized. That is the first issue you need to understand. The second issue, they're telling we don't have one environment. In some places, I am using the data in Java. In some of the servers, I am running a .NET, right? .NET. Some of the data, it is available in the text files. Some of the data is in SQL. Some of the data in Android mobiles. Some of the data is in SAP. So they're telling they're using a lot of applications and everywhere they have data. Clear? So they have SQL, Java, .NET, Android, SAP. Then they're talking about Python, this one, that one, websites. They don't know. Everywhere they have the data. They're telling, hey, Bhaskar, I don't have the data in the single location. We don't have the data in a single application. We are using thousands of applications. Everywhere we have data. No, I don't know what to do. Then they told, what is the accuracy of the data? How clean your data is? They're saying it may be having, sometimes we have a lot of duplicated data. If the data is coming from Africa or Middle East, the data not very clean data, low accuracy. And you may have medium accuracy or some data which is there in SQL, high accuracy. Clear? Accuracy means how clean your data is. So Amazon is telling, I am getting my data, but data entry will be done by whom? Customers may entry their data, or my data entry team will be there. They will be entering some data. So I cannot guarantee that everywhere it is a cleaned data. It may be sometimes I may not have very cleaned data, but I have data. And so the next one is size of the data. In some places, I have a very small amount of data, maybe in GBs. In some places, I'm having medium size data, maybe in terabytes, and large amount of data I may have in some countries. India population is too big, so I'm having very big amount of business here. I'm having a terabytes, petabyte, zettabyte of data. I'm regularly getting every month, every annum. I'm getting a large amount of data. Clear? So when you ask about this data, they will be able to tell you lot of issues. Now I don't have the data in single place. I cannot give you a data in a single box, single server, single machine. That is the problem. Environments also not a one environment I'm talking about. Sometimes the data is also not very cleaned data. Somebody has to clean the data manually, means difficult. And I'm also having small size of petabyte, zettabyte of data. So what should we do? So this is the issues I'm facing, Bhaskar. Then what is that you're going to tell me? So now I'll say, don't worry, I can get the data from anywhere. So we are going to be getting the data from the many places. So you may have a lot of sources from where you may get the data. So Amazon company may tell you, I have some data in SAP that is in India, right? So they may tell you, so I have a lot of data in India. I have some data in US. It may be stored in the Java server, right? I may have some data in Dubai. Dubai people data I'm storing in Excel, because Dubai I'm running a call center for Amazon.com for the Middle East. Lot of data in the Dubai call center will be available in Excel. And I have a lot of accounts data. Accounts data is I'm going to be storing in, let us say, in Singapore. And Singapore, we have an application called Salesforce or some other application, or maybe I'm using a .NET. So when you ask them, they will be able to tell you this is Amazon data only, but the data is available like this. This is Amazon data, right? So it is not my data, it is Amazon company data, but you need to understand what are the difficulties this company is facing. Clear? The difficulties are like this. So the company is facing. So what should I do? So I'm telling you now, you get the data from here, you get the data from here, you get the data from here. So this is what is called extracting the data, reading the data from different sources. Clear? So that is where I'm going to be using a one more software. The software is called ETL software. Okay, so we have a software called SSIS in MSBI, which is going to be getting you data from this. So as I spoken about, so we have MSBI, right? When you install SQL Server, so any version, so what will be installed? You will be able to get, so SQL and MSBI also will be installed. The first tool is called SSIS, I told you yesterday. You need to watch that video. If you miss it, what is SSIS? It is SQL Server Integration Services. It is going to be ETL tool. ETL means extracting the data. Extracting means reading the data. Reading from where? Anywhere. You can go to Java and read the data. You can go to SAP and read the data. You can go anywhere and get the data. Extracting the data. Transform the data. ETL, transform means you clean the data, because the data may not be cleaned. You have to clean the data. So cleaning will be done by the ETL tools only. Then afterwards, what you do? You are going to be loading. ETL means what, Nana? Extracting the data, that is reading the data and loading the data and transforming the data. There are three things you need to understand. Load means you have to write the data into one place. Read the data. You don't load the data. You may clean the data, or sometimes you may change the data if it is required. Because if I'm not going to clean the data, so what will happen? So whatever comes in is wrong, goes will be wrong, right? See, if I think negatively, I'll behave negatively. So whatever thinking is wrong, whatever going is wrong, comes out will be wrong. If you put the wrong data, wrong analytics will be done, wrong AI is going to be happening. So it is important that you need to transform the data. Transformation means data cleaning. Clear? So I'm going to be getting the data. So SSIS is the ETL tool. So a lot of ETL tools are available. So this is a Microsoft ETL tool. Clear? We had lot of tools are available. I'll give you the names. All the data, what normally we do, all the data, we going to load it to one bigger computer. We buy one computer. This computer will be called as a staging server. Staging means a temporary. It is a temporary server, temporary machine. Clear? So it is going to be your staging server or a stage server. Staging means what? Staging means a temporary. So what you do? You're going to be installing SQL software here. So you're going to be having which software? SQL. SQL means what? Oracle, Teradata. I told you in the demo number 1, demo number 2, right? You need to buy a bigger computer and install SQL. And here what you do, you are going to be storing all the data in a table format. Create lot of tables, store the data. Create lot of tables and store the data. So you have employee table, sales table data, all the table data will come. So here what you do, you're going to get the data and data cleansing is going to be happening here. Data cleansing. Data cleansing means you may remove duplicates data. You may merge the data. You may split the data. You may convert the data, right? So convert, or you may correct misspelled data. Correct misspelled data, lot of things are going to be doing. So end of the day, you wanted to clean the data, all these things are going to be doing. Okay, so you're going to be data cleaning work, removing duplicates, merging the data, splitting the data, convert the data, correct the data. So you may get thousands of data, but 100 rows are bad, dirty data. You may remove 900 rows you take from here, you will be able to store them in the final destination. You take the data from here. Again, I'm going to be using ETL here. So one ETL will get the data, it will store it here. One more ETL. So again, I'm going to be using SSIS ETL tool, which is going to be getting the data from this machine, and it is going to be putting the data to the final destination. So you're going to be cleaning the data. So all the cleaned data will be going, and a big computer you're going to be buying here. This computer, this machine is called as a data warehousing machine. I told you, right? So data warehouse. So how data warehouse can be created? Large hardware you need to buy, but SQL only you should install. That is what I told you already. What is a data warehouse? Data warehouse is a bigger machine. Inside that you have to install SQL. SQL means Oracle or anything you can install. So as I told you in the day one notes, if I tell you what is SQL, Oracle, SQL Server, Microsoft, DB2, NetEase, Teradata, any one of them software or the tool you're going to be installing in the large hardware. So data warehousing is created in 1990s. So people who are getting a large amount of data and storing in the data warehousing. Clear? So data warehouse is also a bigger computer. So where all the data is going to be going here. Okay. So this is what is called as a OLAP. So this is OLTP machines, and data warehousing is called as a OLAP machines. Clear? So I'm going to be telling you one is OLTP and one is OLAP. Let us understand what is OLTP and what is OLAP. You will easily understand. Don't worry about it. OLTP stands for clearly. Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Say yes or no. So Akhil, you're able to hear me, right? Will you provide certificates? Yes, we'll provide the certificates, no issues. Okay. So what is OLTP? Online transaction processing. Online transaction processing. What do you mean by transaction? Do you know what is a Telugu or Hindi or any other language? Transaction means in Telugu, Lavadevi. Transaction means in Telugu what? Lavadevi. What do you mean by transaction? Whatever you do, that is a transaction. You go to the bank, cash withdrawal is a transaction. You come to go online trainings, you ask a course inquiry is a transaction. You cancel the flight tickets, transaction. You book the flight ticket is a transaction. You do the phone pay amount, that is a transaction. You cancel a bus ticket, a train ticket is a transaction. Whatever you do, that is a transaction. Today, every transaction has a data. Now tell me, what are the transactions in Amazon company? Amazon company, you buy the product morning 10 o'clock, I have opened my laptop. This is my laptop. And I wanted to buy a product. So I'm in India. I'm able to connect like this. How do you connect? You will be able to go and click on Amazon.com. Right? It may be some SAP, it may be some Java site. We don't know. I'm able to go and I wanted to buy a some and I'm trying to go and trying to buy this kind of a laptop. So I wanted to make the payment. Never buy Celeron laptops. I'm telling you, never buy Celeron is the processor. It is very cheaper. Never buy Celeron and don't go for more than 35K laptops also. So 30 to 35,000 K you will be able to get Indian rupees. I'm talking about very good laptops. Don't go for Celeron. Okay. So I am planning to buy. So whenever I buy, what happens? Automatically, all the data will be going to one server. So this is my, laptop. I'm going to buy some laptop. The data will go. Forget about what is the server, some data will go. So people are buying and buying, people are buying and buying. All the data will come here. All the credit card data, payments data. Whenever you register a new customer, all the data will come here. So OLTP means it is going to be your customer data, or it is going to be your fresh data. So people will ask you, what is OLTP? Wherever there is a fresh data, and this data is a completely small data you're going to be having. Maybe every month you're going to be getting 500 GB of data. It is read and write data. So most of the time, 80% of the time, you're going to be writing the data. What you do, we see the product we're going to be buying. So all the data is going to be going here. So I'm able to get this data, and this computer is going to be getting the fresh data because I am buying and everybody is buying the products. So what is OLTP? OLTP means any machine. It may be Java machine, Excel or .NET. It doesn't matter. It may be any computer which gets the fresh data. Wherever there is a fresh data, that machine is called as OLTP machine or OLTP computer. Clear? OLTP stands for online transaction, but only problem is these machines will be full after some time, right? These machines are full after 1 month or 2 months or after 6 months. You are keeping loading the data. One day it will be full. You will get a no space. You will get an error message. When a machine is full, what we are going to be doing with the help of ETL, all the data we are going to be taking from here, we are going to be dumping first. So we are going to be cleaning the data. After cleaning, what we do, all the cleaned data will go, and all the data is going to be loading here. For example, the server is full. This computer is full. So what you do? If this is full, all the data you need to first load it here and clean the data. After cleaning, what you do, you get the data and you're going to be loading it here. Once you load, you are going to be removing the data. This data is completely, the server is completely empty. Again, after some time, the data comes in. Again, this is going to be getting next month data or next quarter data. So every month, every quarter, the data will be coming here. If the servers are full, what normally we do? We take the data. We are going to be cleaning the data here and clean the data. What we do? We are going to be taking and putting into your computer. So this is January month data. This is a February month data. Then once you do it, you will be able to go and delete the data. Then March month starts. March month data, you will be able to get it. If the March is over, you will be able to keep like that every month data or every quarter data or every once in a 5 months or once in a 6 months, you will be able to get the data from here and you will be able to dump the data here. So that is how it is going to be happening. Fresh data may be lost 6 months data, you will have it. But when the server is full, what you do? When the server is full, what you do? You have to take the data from here. You will be able to keep the data. So the initial data which you are getting, this is what is called OLTP data. OLAP means online transaction processing. It is historical data. 1 month is over means yesterday. The data you're going to be dumping it here. I will give you a simple example so that you can understand very, very easily. Okay. You don't have any water at your home. You are dependent on municipality water or you dependent on the street water. Morning 6 o'clock, water tanker comes to your street. So what you do? Your mother, father, everybody will carry bucket, right? You go and carry buckets and dabbas and whatever. So this is your bucket, right? 30-40 liter of can you carry. You go switch on the tap. It is empty bucket you carry. This is a silver bucket. This may be some plastic bucket. This may be steel bucket. Different buckets you carry. You, your mother, your father, you carry. It is a, you go to the tanker morning 6 o'clock. So your bucket is full with the water. Your sister bucket is also full. It is a steel bucket, Java bucket. So all the data is a fresh data. All the water is a fresh data. If the data is, if the water is full in the buckets, what you do? You have a drum in the home. So data warehouse is a drum. So what you do? You get all the water. This is the water, you have it here, right? All the water, you're going to be keeping it here. Again, you will go with the empty bucket. You will go with the empty bucket. Again, you will be able to capture the water and all the water you're going to be capturing in the buckets. Now, size of the bucket, small size, 30-40 liter. Now, will you carry a bigger drum? No, you never carry. Always you carry the initial water in the buckets only. You need to understand every time OLTP means your buckets only. Remember, small size servers, small size computers, where it is going to be capturing the fresh data. ఈ పాయింట్ మీకు అర్థం కావాలి. Clear? OLTP just like buckets. You go to the bucket, you collect the water, you collect the data. If the data is full, what you do with the bucket, you're going to be keeping the data into the drum. Your drum is called a data warehousing. Clear? So that is what you're going to be doing. So OLTP means what? Fresh data, small data. What is the water we're going to be collecting? The 30-40 liter here, we may be having less than 1 terabyte. 1 terabyte means 1000 GB. Right? Most of the time you're going to be writing the data. So all OLTP missions, for example, you go to the bank. So bank is going to be having a software. What is it? Is it a OLTP software or not? It is OLTP. You do fresh transactions there. Your bank softwares, whatever you're using today, all of them are called OLTP applications only. That means data. The data would have gone to OLAP. Remember, OLAP means what, Nana? OLAP means you need to understand. So Sagar is saying some concern or doubt. You tell me. So OLAP means online analytical processing. Clear? Every month you're getting the data, or every quarter you're getting the data. All the data is going to go. It is a fresh data will come to the bucket. OLTP means, as I told you, bucket. If the bucket is full, you're going to be putting the data into where? In your drum. So drum will have what kind of a data? It is going to be maintaining your historical data. Last 10 years of data of Amazon company is going to be maintained here. It is not a small data. Every month, let us say 500 GB into 12 months data, it is approximately 6000 GB. It is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data 1 year. If we're talking about 10 years of data, it may be terabytes of data. So here we are talking about maybe 10-20 terabytes of data. It is not a small data. It is a large amount of data. It is old data, or you can say read-only data. It is historical data. Now you go to the bank and do lot of cash deposit, lot of cash withdrawals, last 10 years. Where is the data bank is going to be keeping? The bank is going to be maintaining last 1 year data in OLTP. So once in a year, what they do, all the data they will be able to take it from these servers, and they will be able to keep it in the data warehousing servers, and these servers will empty. You go to SBI and you ask them, hey, I wanted to see what was my balance in here in 1995. Can you get the data? You try to go today and try to get what is my last 3 months bank statement. You can get it. You ask, sir, I would like to get a bank statement for year 2005 because I have opened account in 2003. I need to get first 2 years of data. They will say we don't have it. You try to go to online. Last 1 year data it can show you. Last 1 month data it can show you. Last 3 months bank statement it can show you. But where is all 20 years of State Bank of India data? Do you think that they have deleted? No, 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 no. They have taken the data, all the data, they kept it in one more server. This server is called as OLAP server, or a data warehousing server. Clear? What do you mean by OLAP? An online analytical processing. It is online data. It is not offline. Clear? All the data is here, but why we need to keep? Why should I store the data? It is waste of time, money. I can delete the data, right? It is old data. I can also delete as well. But why I will not delete? Because if I delete the data, I will not be able to understand how the last 10 years business sales I wanted to analyze that, and that kind of analysis I cannot do it here, because in OLTP you will have last 1 year data, or maybe last 2 years data they maintain, not more than that. So remaining data will be here if I delete completed data, because here just like a bucket. Because if I keep bigger size servers here, what will happen? If you have a bigger size of buckets when you carry, what is the issue? You tell me. So why can't you carry a drum? Your mother, your father, why can't you carry a drum? Because lifting the drum is a difficulty. So you don't carry bigger drums here. So initial data is going to be there in the small servers only. OLTP sizes is small, less than 1 terabyte of hard disk, my laptop size, or maybe it may be 2 terabytes. So already OLTP should not have bigger machines, because if we have a bigger machines here, slowly these machines will become slow. See, when the data is more and more, if you keep the bigger server, slowly these machines will not respond. So when you go to Amazon.com, and when you say day one, it is working very quickly. Now this is not giving me quickly results at. Why? Because it is taking a large amount of data. So this response time will be slow. When it is slow, you hate your application always. These servers are thinner. If you're a fatty guy, can you run faster? You have to maintain always thinner, right? So this is what is called thin computers. This is what is called a thicker computer. Thicker means a large hardware. These are what's called thinner clients. Thin means small clients, small servers. Clear? So smaller size servers. This is also server, smaller size servers. This is also server, bigger size server. That is what you need to understand. Because if you keep only data, if you're not removing the data, what will happen? So slowly the servers will become useless. It will not respond. Clear? So once in a while, every day you will be, or every month, or every day, or every midnight, every week. So you have to keep some schedule. All the data will go. Clear? So that you can keep only last 3 months data or maximum last 1 year data. You're going to be keeping an OLTP. Complete analytics if you wanted to have. So that we're going to be doing in the data warehousing only, not in the OLTP, because OLTP does not have any data. So this is going to be used for to run your business daily. If you wanted to run my business, so OLTP servers are used, computers are used. These are used to analyze your data. Analyze means to create a reports and everything. To analyze my business, I'm going to be using this OLAP database. OLAP is also called as a data warehousing. Clear? So very important interview questions people would ask you, do you know any OLTP softwares in this world? You can say whatever we are using, that is OLTP, because it is capturing the fresh data. After that, what you do, all the data you're going to be taking from here, you're going to be performing ETL operations, and you're going to be using SSIS or any other tool. We had a lot of other tools, Informatica, we have a data stage from IBM, we have a talent, a lot of tools are available. We have Azure Data Factory, this is a cloud ETL tool, and we have a Pentaho, right? So we have Ab initio, lot of ETL tools are available in this world. You should not think that only Microsoft has. We have SSIS, Informatica from Informatica company, data stage from IBM company. So this is from IBM ETL tool. This is one more company. This is again Microsoft company. Pentaho and Ab initio from one more company. So we have different thousands of ETL tools are available. ETL tools are going to be taking the data from here and loading the data into this one. So we are going to get the data. So always you may be using your Android phone. You can connect and get the products purchased, and all the data once in a year or once in a 6 months, once in a 3 months, all the data will go. Clear? So what you do, you're going to be storing the historical data in the data warehouse, and remember, it is still online. It is OLAP, means online. So if the data is ready, what you do, you're going to be doing, if the data is there, you have to process the data, right? Only if you keep the data, nothing is going to be happening. You have to process the data and create a lot of what do you say, uh, analysis. So we are going to be storing the data here. After storing the data, somebody has to process the data. I will give you one more example. You go to shop number 1, buy some vegetables. You go to shop number 2, buy some more vegetables. You go to shop number 3, buy some more vegetables. You go to shop number 4, buy some more vegetables. What is a stage? Staging means a carry bag. You're going to be having a bag, right? So bag, all the vegetables are going to be keeping it here. So afterwards, what you do? You're going to be coming home and open this bag, and you're cleaning all the vegetables at home, right? So all the cleaned vegetables are going to be keeping in the refrigerator. So data warehouse will be your refrigerator. Cleaned vegetables you're going to be doing, you're going to be keeping. So what all you do, you come home, tomato you clean, a potato is gone, you're going to be removing half of them. That is data cleaning or potato cleaning. Or leafy vegetables you have, you soak them in the salty water, and potato you chop them small cut and put them in the salty water because you would like to cook the potato dish after 1 hour. So you clean them, you put them in your refrigerator. So cleaning the vegetables, soaking them, marinating them, adding some salt, putting some turmeric, all of them are called what? Data cleansing or transformation. Get the potato, peel the potato. Potato is completely it is smelling. You cut half of the potato, or you throw complete potato. You got 1 kg of potato, but 100 grams is gone. You're able to get only 900 grams. That you're going to be keeping it here. But if you keep only potato, will it happen? If you only keep the raw data, cleaned data in the data warehouse, Now I cannot do that. I need to process the data. I need to process my vegetable. So how to process? So the next one, you will be able to go to your kitchen. So where will you go? You are going to going to your kitchen. So in the kitchen, you do the processing. What are the processing you do? You do, you cook the vegetable, you grind the vegetables, you do a lot of things. So here for the processing of data, we are going to be using one more application called SSAS. We create a cube. We are going to be processing the data. What is mean by processing? Simple example. I have a 10 is here, I have a 20 is here. I have a simply storing the data, but I wanted to know what is the total. So total is a processing. So that work is going to be done by this guy. So the 30 will be done. The total you will be able to identify in your SSAS. So your data warehousing is a refrigerator. Only raw vegetables are available, but cleaned vegetables. But after that, what should I do? I need to process the food, right? I need to prepare a chicken kebab. So you need to go to kitchen and get the raw vegetables. You are going to be processing. Processing, I'm talking about two numbers. Do you think that only two numbers? You will have a trillions and billions of data is there. I wanted to know what is the sales in India. I wanted to know what is sales in Dubai. I wanted to know what is the sales in year 2005. So not only one sum, one processing, I wanted to get lot of aggregations, lot of processing, lot of computing. I will be asking. I wanted to know what is the Apple iPhone sales in India, model number 15. I wanted to know what is the sales in Dubai, model number 14. I wanted to know last 5 years iPhone all model sales in India. So you have to go for the raw data. You have to process the data by this fellow, and it is going to be giving you aggregations. So when the food is ready in the kitchen, then what will you do? So you need to serve the food. You have to take a plate and neatly garnish, and you're going to be getting this food. So this is the raw vegetables. You have cooked them. Chicken biryani is made. Your sum and everything is ready. Now I wanted to show the report. Report is your plate. Clear? You go, you neatly serve the food in the plate. So plate means your reporting. Clear? Your Power BI will come here, or any SSRS tool, or even Excel can also come here. All them are called your plates. So cooked food will be served here. That is what you got to understand. Clear? So neatly you create a visualization. You will be able to neatly serve the data. It is a raw data, and will get cleaned here, will go here, will get stored. Raw data will be processed here. You will be able to get different sums. The sums and averages will be shown in the report, because your manager will ask you, tell me last 5 years all models of iPhone, I wanted to see the sales. Now tell me, there's a big amount of data I have to process. So it is a raw data, clean data available. So last 5 years of data. So where will I go? Can I go to OLTP and get it? OLTP will have last 1 year data or last 6 months data. Large amount of old data means you need to go to data warehouse only. Data warehouse is called as OLAP. So who's going to be processing your cube? Your SSAS. What is SSAS? It is a kitchen. What is a data warehouse? It is a refrigerator. What is your reporting? It is a plate. After cooking the food, you have to serve them in the neat garnish, add some coriander, neatly you serve them, so that the end user can see the data. What is the sales? And everything he will be able to see from here. Clear? So this guy is called a decision maker. This guy is a decision maker. So I'm going to be talking about this one. So one more guy you will have. So these people will take this data. They can also run AI applications here. They will be able to take the data. They will be able to take and run AI applications. We are going to be running your BI applications here. Clear? So data analytics. So Power BI is going to be getting the your cooked data or your processed data will be here. It will create a visualization like this. It will show you like this sales. Last 5 years, you can see this year the sales is high. this year the sales is low. This manager will be worried a lot. Why the sales is less? Why the sales is more? Whatever the reasons, he will be calling all his subordinates and he will say there is a problem in our company and it is not happening. I will not tolerate this kind of a business. If you're doing, you will be removed within next quarter. Get ready with your papers, right? So because he is there to improve the business. So when the business is coming down and we are able to get the data, all the process is happening. You're able to get daily reports like that, every quarter, every month reports. You're able to, collecting, and we are able to create these reports and we are giving it to this user. This user can take it decisions. Clear? So data analytics is also called as a decision making software or a decision making, custom apps. These are. Guys, did you understand or not? So it is OLAP data. Somebody asked you archiving data. Archiving means what? You are going to be keeping the data in one more machine. So this machine need not be online. Here we are talking about OLAP. OLAP means what? Online. 24/7 this machine will be on. So if you take the data and keep it here, and this machine will be in offline mode also. So this archiving data means old data. Somehow I don't want to analyze that. I'm going to be keeping in this machine. Archive of clear. So archiving. I wanted to every time online. Archiving need not be online. It may be offline. You take the backup of the data you're going to be storing in your hard disks. Whenever you need the data, you take 1 or 2 days of time and make it online and try to use this. So that is what is called archiving. Archiving means what is the meaning? Purana, old. This is also old data, but online data. This is also old data, offline data is what is called your archiving processing. Yeah, am I clear? So this is what you got to understand. So what is a data warehousing? Means data warehousing is nothing but OLAP, which is going to be having large amount of historical data. So what is that you do? What is that you need to learn? You need to learn compulsorily SSIS, right? ETL you need to know. It will be for 25 days, 25 hours. And compulsorily you have to know SQL. Without SQL, nothing is going to work. SQL is 45 hours. Clear? So that is one thing. Then Power BI also you should learn. This will be again 45 hours. Okay? This will be what? 45 hours. So, and data warehousing you need to know, it will be 10 hours. Clear? SSAS you need to learn. This will be for 5 hours. See how many things we are learning. We are learning one SQL. Second one is ETL. That is it 2. Third one is Power BI 3. Fourth one data warehousing 4. And this will be 5. So all of them you can learn within 3 months. Okay, 3 months duration you will be able to learn. From tomorrow I will give you SQL videos because we don't have SQL classes. So SQL 45 videos will be given. Once you make the payment, you will be able to daily watch one video, and daily you need to watch Power BI live class. If you have any doubts in the SQL, you can ask me in the Power BI class tomorrow. Okay, so daily you need to watch one video in the evening, and you need to watch the Power BI live classes. Okay, so data warehousing will be online, right? So this is what I told you. Archiving means I will get the data. I wanted to store them in a single. So I don't want to keep it here. I want to keep it in separate machine. This means a machine, but this machine could be offline. Okay. This machine could be offline machine. I don't want to analyze this data, very, very old data that the people will be keeping it. It may be offline. Okay. And he online historical data, cleaned data. This data may be cleaned, or some people will directly load the data here and they will be keeping the old data here, and this is offline servers. Clear? So this is not equivalent to data warehouse. Data warehouse will be online, and 24/7 it will be run up and running, and you can analyze your data. But offline or archival processing systems where you don't have any proper online systems, this data is not maybe may not be very clean data. Take the data and dump it. Take the data and dump it. May not be clean data also. Right? May not be clean data. Take the old data and dump it. That's it. That is what is called archiving. Archiving is online, offline. So it is not ready to use that. If somebody needs the report from here, so it will take minimum 1 week of time, and then you will make it online. You buy one more server, get all the data, keep it here, then make the servers and clean the data and ready to use the data. So this is not a data warehousing system. Clear? We want to maintain archiving process that, but this is what is called data analytics purpose. We're going to be using data warehousing system. So all the data will be there, and the servers should be online. There is data has to be cleaned. So this is what is called your OLAP system. Clear? But many people, they'll say, I'm going to be archiving. They will be thinking that archiving is same as your OLAP, but there is very big difference. You ask them, archiving for what? Archiving and creating a report completely. Data warehouse is only the building it. Yeah. So archiving means offline. Overlap means what? What is that? Employee, that is a data warehousing employee table where we analyze the data. Clear? So that is the question. So did you understand clearly? So archiving process may not be online. So that is the point. Guys, any questions anybody has? So I will give you control. You can ask me if you have any doubts. So this is what is the thing. Data engineering means what? Data engineering means this is the data engineering. So get the data from different sources and perform the ETL operations and clean the data, loading into data warehousing. Till this, whatever the activities that do, that is what is called data engineering activity. Clear? So data engineering means collect the data from different sources, then you clean the data here, you store the cleaned data here. So this is what is called data engineering role. So data engineering is done, then you process the data, you create a reports. So data engineering and reporting, both of them is called as a business intelligence, or it is also called as a data analytics. Clear? So many people will ask you, what is a data engineering? Data engineering means all the activities, whatever you do. So data engineering, so data analytics, let us understand. Data analytics means it is data engineering. It is also called as a data preparation plus your reporting. So 70% of the time you will be able to do these activities only. Only 30% of the time you will be doing this. In data engineering, you learn SQL, you learn ETL, you learn data warehousing, you learn data modeling. So a lot of things you will be able to learn here, and here only Power BI you will be able to learn. Clear? So this is a data analytics. For the data science also, data science. So science also, data engineering, plus you're going to be using AI or ML. So what is common? Data engineering. So get the data, clean the data, store the data. It is what is called data engineering. So ETL means data importing, exporting. That is what you got to understand. So I will give you, I have a, I know I'm taking the water, I am taking the water and dumping it, right? Somebody told you, hey, instead of manually dumping the water, can't you take a motor pump? So manually I'm dumping the water. So what I do, I wanted to buy a motor pump, water motor pump. So water motor pumps are called ETLs. So you connect it to a bucket of water, and this is what is called a ETL. ETL means it will dump the water into the tank. That's it. Okay. So what is a ETL means? Your data pumps, data motor pumps. It may be Agro Pro, it may be SSIS, HP, it may be ADF, Jindal Gold, it may be Informatica, Lakshmi motor pump. Like that, different motor pumps you have, different ETL. ETLs are nothing but data pumps, water motor pumps. Like you have data pump. In your body, you have a pump. What is your pump? Your heart. Heart is a ETL. It is a, pumping the blood from one place to another. Your heart is a data pump only, blood pump. You have a staging area, cleaning. Cleaning is going to be happening in kidney. Kidney called staging area. Clear? So in your body, you have a motor pump, that is heart. And in your body, you have what? You're having your staging area. Data will be, your blood will be cleaned. Clear? So cleaned blood only will be going. Clear? So this is what is called your ETL. ETL means water pumps only. Clear? So from here to here, whatever the activity that you do, this activity is called as what? Data preparation activity. So SQL you need to know, data warehousing you need to know, a lot of things you need to understand and try to complete it. Chalo guys. Any questions you have? So this is the one. So we have understood, and day after tomorrow we'll talk about what is a cloud, and everything will be able to discover. And you have a very, very big job market, and this course, will have all these modules. Okay, so all the modules will be there as I discussed. So this month and next month you will be only working with the SQL and Power BI. Next one you will be able to learn SSIS and data warehousing and SSAS in the month of August, and this will be videos. Clear? And this will be live classes, even though these are videos only we are giving. So you need to pay for this completely, and these two are completely free. Okay, so SQL Server you need to pay, Power BI you need to pay, SSIS you need to pay, and data warehousing free, and SSAS free, and the CV preparation will be free. Interview questions and everything will be saved for free, and one project is included for free, and many case studies will be, assignments are included. All of them are free. Everything there, so no extra cost. So only you're learning for the SQL Server, you're paying for SQL Server, Power BI, and SSIS, and these are compulsorily you need to learn. You cannot say, sir, my brother told me to learn only Power BI, or my brother told me that he will teach SQL Server. Your brother's SQL Server is not sufficient. You cannot crack the interview 100%. Sir, I'm learning, I know SQL basics. That basics is not sufficient. You cannot crack the interview. If you're not learning SQL now, the better leave the training. I don't need this kind of a people, because with simple basics, I know, sir, I have learned in YouTube. That kind of a SQL, you cannot do anything. So June and July, we are working with this. And August month, you will be learning within 1 month, and I will give you a lot of projects, and a lot of assignments will start within 1 week of time. So it is completely practical and good theory, and software installation we're going to be doing in tomorrow's class. So these are the combination of the courses that we're going to be learning, and the data analytics. Clear? SQL Server, SSIS, data warehousing, and all of them comes under data engineering. Power BI comes under your reporting tool. Clear? So that is what you're going to be doing. You will be completely getting in depth of knowledge, very, very zero to hero you can become, and you will be working with the reports, and will you give the reports to the managers. Manager will analyze the data. You're not going to be analyzing your data. You're going to be only creating a reports, and giving the reports to the manager. You don't analyze it. Data analytics means you don't analyze the data on yourself, because you need to understand the business to analyze the data. So you are going to be reporting to a company manager. Manager will ask you, hey Bhaskar, you create this kind of a report. For that, you need to get the data, clean the data. That is what you're going to be doing it, right? You don't analyze the data. Remember, you're a data analytics person. You don't analyze the data. You're going to be creating thousands of reports and giving it to the CEO, CFO, managers. That is how the things are going to be happening. So it will take 3 months to complete. June, July, August will be completing this. And CV preparation, everything is included. Interview questions will get added. Sample CVs will be given. Everything I will take care. Chalo, guys. Thank you. Any questions?